Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one,
a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world.
It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
How about with the microphone on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? I hope you are doing incredibly well today. I know I am doing incredibly well today. I'm super excited about taking on what is about to be the most incredible day. Today is Tuesday, April 30th, 2019. That's right, it's Tuesday, April 30th, 2019. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Tuesday, April 30th, 2019. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this incredible day. Are you with me? Let's make the absolute most out of this incredible day. Man, I got to tell you, dude, I am working on like basically five massive projects here in the Rise and Grind headquarters. There's a lot of little projects that are going on around me, but I'm working on five massive products that have got me going. They've got me energized. They've got me jacked up. It's super fun stuff. Of course, we've got one project, which is the Rise and Grind video launch. We've been working on that. Keep your eyes out when we launch this video. I'm going to need you guys' help pushing this sucker out into the world. So right now, I'm just finishing up some stuff with iTunes and Spotify and all that good stuff. So you guys will be able to download the song. You'll be able to share out the video, and we'll be able to push Tony with the keys out into the world. Super exciting. I've also been working on an event that is going to be going on soon. I can't quite give you the details yet. I'll be able to release the details on that on May 1st. But this is going to be down in Nashville with some of the most powerful humans I know on this planet. So if you do want more information on that, or you want to stay in the know, make sure that you text the word Nashville. Text the word Nashville to 345-345. You're going to get all the information you need on that. Now, I've also been working on another big project, really big project. It's a virtual growth automotive consortium. Virtual Growth Automotive Consortium. So I've been working on that. That is getting ready to release here. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's May 1st. That is getting ready to release as well. That's going to be stinking awesome. I can't wait to show you guys that. And then, of course, we've been working on the Hashtag Rise and Grind app, which, my goodness, there's been some things with that, but I've been wanting to make sure that it's perfect for you and that it's an incredible experience when you do get to be a part of the Rise and Grind app. So we've been working on that. There's a couple dealership groups that I've found I really align with, and so I'm working on a couple projects with them so that I can help take their dealerships to the next level, especially their managers, their leaders, and just take the stores to the next level. So I've been working on a couple things like that, and I am about to head to Greece. Dude, I am getting ready to go to Greece with Danelle Delgado. I'm going to train with amazing superhumans from all over the world. It's going to be incredible. So I'm getting ready to head to Greece. I'm also taking my 20-year-old. She will be 20 on May 15th, and I am going to be taking her with me to Greece. It's going to be an incredible experience, a chance for her and I to spend 9 days together in a completely crazy country. Like, my buddy was telling me he just recently was in Greece, and he was telling me that it just blew his mind that he was standing at buildings, in front of buildings that were built 3,000 BC, like 3,000 years before Christ. Isn't that crazy? And so I'm excited to check out those buildings, check out those areas, experience what that does mentally and spiritually, and also spend this time with my daughter, my 20-year-old, who for 8 years of her life didn't know whether I was alive or dead. For 8 years, her and I were completely detached. Now we're back together, we're going strong, and I'm excited for her. My goodness, could you imagine being 20 years old and getting to spend 5 days with Danelle Delgado? What that would do in your life? Holy smokes. So I'm super excited to take my daughter out to that. So we got that going on. And then, of course, I've been spending tons of time with my babies and with my wife, and it's been absolutely incredible. You see, when you start work, when work starts for you at 4:30 in the morning, you can put in a 12-hour day, be home at 4:30 in the evening, and get to do some of the things, some of the spoils that come along with starting at 4:30 a.m. And some of those spoils are I have been able to spend more time with my baby, Miss Oakland. She's so sweet. And my kids, Joel, Savannah, Willow, Meredith, all of them. There's a bunch. Fisher. I've been able to spend more time with them, have more dinners, so on and so forth. So all of these things have me thinking, right? Like all of these things that I'm now doing, and it's busy, and we're rocking and rolling, and I've had this great career in the automotive industry. We've got Rise and Grind, and we've got a group and a network, and so on and so forth. All of these things have me thinking, because I remember a time in my 20s, after my first session in automotive, like mid-20s, I remember a time that I had no car, I had no credit. I was living in Phoenix, Arizona, actually Chandler, Arizona to be more specific. I was living in Chandler, Arizona with my grandmother. My grandmother was giving me a shot. She was living there. I was sharing this tiny little apartment with her, and she was giving me an opportunity because I wasn't allowed to move in with my parents. I wasn't allowed to live there. I had burnt that bridge. There wasn't anyone else that wanted me to stay with them. I had burned all of those bridges, and so here I was staying with my grandma, and she was being kind enough to take me in. Now, at the time, I had no real job. I played basically poker for a living, if you want to call it that. I played poker for a living. I couldn't hold down a job, and I was dating this girl named, doesn't matter what her name was, but I was dating a young lady out of Flagstaff, Arizona, a young lady who was homecoming queen at one point and came from a very prestigious family. And so I was dating this young lady, and her and I continued to make poor decisions after poor decisions together. We just, for some reason, we had this chemistry where we really liked to party, right? We really hit it off as far as that went. But on the backside, she had expectations out of me that I wasn't anywhere near living up to, right? Like she came from good stock, good family, so on and so forth. And so she had expectations out of me, and I couldn't live up to those. But I didn't understand that at the time. All I knew is that I was madly, deeply, and passionately in love with this woman, and I felt like she was the same. Yet our relationship continued to be tumultuous all the time. Like all the time. We would be on and off. We would break up. We would get back together. We would break up. We would get back together. We would say we need to be apart, and then we'd get back together. We'd scream at each other. We'd fight with each other. All of these different things happened fairly consistently. And so I remember sitting at the table one night. There she is. There I am. There's Grandma. And my grandma's all of 4'8". She's this tiny little woman, been married 49 years, never had a driver's license. My grandfather drove her everywhere that she needed to go, right? And so I'm sitting at the table with her and Grandma, and I'm like, Grandma, you have had this incredible relationship with Grandpa that I love and that I admire. Why can't Tara and I have that? Like, what are we missing? Why does she leave me all the time? Why do we split up all the time, right? I had all these questions. I was such a crazy human being, but I had all these questions, and I was hoping with her right there and Grandma right there, I was hoping that she would say, hey, you quit being like this to my grandson. He's a great kid, and he deserves to be treated right. That's what I was hoping she would say, right? That's what we're looking for, right? We're pulling in the troops. Like, come on, Grandma, tell her I'm the dude. And so we're sitting there, and my grandma says some things that completely changed my life. My grandma smacked me right in the face. She looked at me, and back then they called me JR because I'm Glenn Jr. So she looked at me and she said, JR, why would this woman want to spend her life with you? You can't hold down a job. You're all over the place. You can't take care of yourself. You're not taking care of your kid. Like, why? Why would she was like, I'm surprised she's with you tonight. I'm surprised she's here at this table. Like, look at your life. Look at your situations. Look at the way that you live. Look at the way that you treat her. And then ask yourself seriously, how can you even expect to have any type of a strong relationship living the way that you live and being the person that you are? And I got to tell you, man, that was a cold, hard truth. She kept it real. She kept it real. And from that wake-up call, it's now led me to where I am today. I've got my wife. We've been married. We've been together 10 years, married for a little over 7. I've got 7 children. All these things that I listed at the beginning of the show that I'm working on, all these different projects, things in my career, so on and so forth. And so that wake-up call completely changed my life. And I have become a desirable man. I've become a desirable man. And I want to share with you guys today, ladies, if you want to bail out, you can bail out. I'm going to talk to the dudes today on what it looks like to become a desirable man, what it looks like to become an MVP husband, what that's all about. I'm going to share that with them today. So ladies, if you want to hop out early, you can hop out. If you want to stay here and be like, yes, Glenn, that's right, or no, Glenn, you're wrong, whatever, you can do that too. But this week we're going to do a series, and the series is to become desirable for blank, right? So today we're going to talk about what it looks like to become a desirable man for her. Tomorrow we'll talk about what it looks like to become a desirable woman for him. And on Thursday we'll talk about what it looks like to become desirable for them. And by them, I mean your employers, society, whatever, right? So we're going to talk about what that looks like this week. But before we go too far, let's dance. You guys want to dance? Yeah, we're already 12 minutes in. We haven't even danced yet. Let's do it though. Come on. This is the part of the show where if you haven't done so already, I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we could change the way people start their day, we can make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. This is also the part of the show where I need you to say good morning to me, and I'm going to say good morning to you. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. I want to know that you're here. What's up, Casey Rossiter? How you doing, Faye Giles and Naomi Bussinger? What's up, Sandra Benz, Dr. Lolio? How you doing, Amelia Sapowski? That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Janelle Griego and Aaron Bullock? How you doing, Vicky Everett up in the house? What's up, Tony Tito Washington? Boy, I can't wait to release this song. What's up, Josh? Whitney Wells is up in here. Brandy Mamu. What's up, Jeff Baker and Cece Eberly? How you doing, Liza Myers Borges? I love it. What's up, Dottie Spears? Sheila Strax up in here. Ray Hatcher, of course, in the joint. What's up, Amanda Messer? And my man, Don Sankey. Today does not stand a chance, he says. What's up, Eric Willeroy and Craig Myers? Gail B. Crafts up in here, and Eric Burns, Derek McLean. That's what I'm talking about. Lisa Guillen, Christopher Campbell. What up? What up? What up? Richard Pintrick's up in here. What I do? Love it. Leanne Lancaster Brooks. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Well, that's what's up. All right, cool. You guys ready for this? Let's dive into this, man. Let's dive into this right here, right now. What's up, Carrie Lynn Carter? Little firecracker. Pow! Love me some Carrie Lynn Carter. She's amazing. All right, dude, Josh O, my man Josh O, he talks about, he uses the hashtag MVP husband, and him and I have had these conversations. He talks about it all the time. And so this week, let's talk about becoming the one blank desires. Okay, becoming the one blank desires. Today, we're going to fill in that blank with becoming the one she desires. Okay, tomorrow it'll be becoming the one he desires. Thursday, it'll be becoming the one they desire. Step one, to becoming the one she desires. Step one, my friend, my man, my guy. Step number one, dude, you got to be reliable. Write it down, take a note. I know it sounds easy, but dude, you have got to be Mr. Reliable. Okay? Here's what I mean by reliable. You must follow through on your word. You must follow through on your word all the time. If you say you're going to do it, you got to do it, bro. Dude, I'm telling you, I know sometimes we struggle with this. Sometimes we have great intentions. We're like, yeah, I plan on, I will, after the game or the whatever, but this came up and then at work, excuses. Listen, number one, my man, you got to be reliable. You have to follow through on your word. If you say it, it has to be, that's gold. She's got to be able to take that to the bank. Whatever words come out of your mouth. You see, because part of being reliable is not just following through on your word, but it's also like holding down your role. She's got to know that you're going to hold down your role. You're part of the agreement, whatever that looks like. If you're the stay-at-home dad, she's got to know that you're going to stay at home, you're going to pour into the kids, and you're going to hold down your role. You're going to do that. If you're the breadwinner and you're out making the money, you're out there working, you're out there grinding, she needs to know that you are going to hold down your role. Women need reliability. They need it. They need the stability. They need to know that they can count on you. So that's step one. And this is a struggle for a lot of men, dude. I'm telling you, sometimes we get all squirrely. We're all over the place. That was my thing in the beginning, is I was just kind of squirrely. I was like, yeah, I can go over here, I can go over here. Maybe I might start something and not finish it. Can't do that, man. If you want to become the one she desires, you got to be step one, reliable. Step two, and I hope you're paying attention, gentlemen. I hope you're paying attention, because I really want you. I want you to be an MVP husband. I want you to be MVP father. I just want you to be an MVP boyfriend. Like, I want you to be the MVP. Listen to me. I can help you. I have done this. I have been through this. I've been on both sides. I can help you. Check it out. And I talk to a lot of dudes. And I know, especially those of you that are in automotive, we struggle in our relationships. I want to help you today. All right. Number two, step two. I need you, or they need you, to pay attention. They need you to pay attention. And here's what I mean by pay attention. They need you to pay attention around the house. They need you to pay attention around the house. Like, and I sometimes, this is one I struggle with sometimes. Because see, for me, being a dude, things just kind of all blend. They kind of roll together, and it's kind of normal. But like, if she changes a photo on the wall, if she changes one of the picture frames on the wall, puts up a new picture, I need you to recognize that, Casey. Casey, I need you to recognize that. Tony, Tita, Tony, Sankey, bro, I need you to recognize that. If she moved the furniture around, took one chair, she moved it over here, put it on the other side, and you come home from work or something, I need you to pay attention to that. I need you to pay attention if there's a light bulb out, you should fix it before she asks you to. I need you to pay attention if there's a broken handle or there's a broken faucet or anything around the house like that. Just pay attention. I need you to pay attention. If she changes her hair color, you need to recognize that. You need to know it before she tells you. If she gets a haircut, you should recognize that before she tells you. Pay attention. If she's wearing a new outfit, make sure you say something about it. Listen, man, you need to be like, You're either winning or not winning at this game. You are either winning or not winning at this game of paying attention. Okay? And it takes effort, concerted effort. You gotta pay attention. Like, it's work, brother. I'm telling you. But these women, if you're not paying attention, bro, if you're not paying attention to what's going on, I'm telling you, they'll start making some moves. And we don't want to make it. We don't want to make moves like that, right? We're trying to be MVP. Stick right here with me. I got you. Pay attention, gentlemen. Pay attention. We're terrible at this. Walk in, looking at our phone, thinking about work, thinking about this, thinking about that, what game's on, who did this, I got to change my roster, I got to play my Fortnite, whatever the heck it is that's taking away your attention. Clear that stuff out, bro. I need you to pay attention to your girlfriend / spouse / whatever. Whoever she is, I need you to pay attention, man. Pay attention. Number 3. That's right, Casey Rossiter. See what she is liking and sharing on social media. Purchase those items. That's right. Go to her Pinterest page. Go to her Instagram page. Pay attention, man. Study. Just like you would anything else. Step 3. Oh, dude, this is the hardest one for me. By far. This is the hardest one for me. Step 3. Bro. Josh O, I'm going to pull you in right now, real close. Josh, listen. Donnie, listen. I need you to listen to her without trying to solve the problem. Listen without always trying to solve the problem. This one's so hard for me, man. This one's so hard for me when my wife, she's telling me, she's talking about the kids, or she's talking about her stress, or she's talking about whatever she's got going on in her world, whether it be a relationship type thing, whether it be a career type thing, whatever it is. When she's talking to me, my brain, I'm a car dude, man. I'm trying to come up with solutions the whole time. I'm always trying to come up with solutions, and I'm here to tell you right now, I'm not a 25-year veteran, but I've been in this game for a while now, and I'm here to tell you, the more that you can listen just to understand and not listen to try and solve the problem, the stronger your relationship is going to be. Okay? Now, there are going to be times where your girlfriend, your loved one, there are going to be times where she comes to you looking for answers, and she will let you know when those times are. But unless she specifically says, I need your help with a problem, will you help me solve this, or can you help me come up with a solution, then if she doesn't use those words or that verbiage, then I want you to stop trying to solve the problem and just listen. Just absorb. Sometimes that's all she needs. And Liza says that goes for women too. Listen to understand. That's right, Liza. That is 100% right. And we're going to talk to you ladies tomorrow too. It's going to go both ways. I'm going to get some people probably fired up in here. But yes, listen to understand, to process. Not to respond, not to defend, not to answer, not for solutions. Listen, just to understand, process, and then take it from there. That's step 3. Step 4, make her a priority. Make her a priority. Today, tomorrow, next week, on Sunday, during the game, before and after church. Make her a priority, not a burden. Make her a priority, not a burden. I have many a times over the years made my wife feel like a burden versus a priority because I was in the middle of a meeting, or I had to make this phone call, or I had to do, all these different things always kind of came in the way. I made everything else in my life was a priority, the things that mattered most to me, versus an understanding that there might be something that matters to her that's more important. And see, I would make my wife feel like a burden at times. She would see me post on social media before I texted her back. She would see me, she would leave me a text or shoot me I'd miss a call, and then I wouldn't call her back for a few hours. And I'd say, well, honey, I had a meeting, and I had this, and I had that, and then I had this customer, and I had this fire, and I had this heat case, and then I had to take care of this, and then I had to run here, so on and so forth. She must be a priority. Every day, she comes first. Now, don't get me wrong. You've got a career. You've got things that you have to do. I get that. I totally 100% get that. And she's going to respect that as well. She's totally going to respect that. She wants you to go out there and win and do good. She gets it. But it has to be known that she is the priority in your life. She's the most important thing. When you get home from work, or she gets home from work, gentlemen, the first thing I want you to do when you get home from work or she gets home from work is I want you to ask her how her day went. Before you tell her about yours, before you throw in whatever complaints, whatever strategy, whatever happened, I want you to ask her about her day. Make her the priority. When she gets done sharing, now you can share if you feel like it. Make sense? Flip it around. She comes first. Fifth and last, on how to become the one she desires. Gentlemen, I need you to stand for something bigger than you. That was the biggest mistake I made in my life, is I didn't stand for anything bigger than me. It was just all about Glenn. What can Glenn do for Glenn? She needs you to stand for something bigger than you, whether it be to be one of the leaders in your church, whether it be your commitment to your job, to growing the people, to growing the people around you, educating them, helping get your company to the next level, whether it be with your kids, that you're just 100% all in. Like Scott Simons, man, that dude is all in on football. Like he's raising those kids, he's training those kids, he's coaching those kids, he's taking them everywhere that they got to go. He's doing whatever he can for those kids. He believes in it so passionately. And that's what she desires. She wants you to stand for something bigger than you. And when I say the word stand, I mean don't wobble, don't sway, don't shake. Stand strongly for something bigger than you. Because see, what happens is when you stand strong for something, you become a rock. And women love rocks. Women love rocks. They love to stand on the rocks, to know the stability is there. They love to be able to lean on the rock whenever they need something and know that it's not going to waver, it's not going to wobble. They like to be able to lie on the rocks and bask in the sun, right? They love to be able to lie on it and know that they're safe. They like to cry on the rock. They like to know that there's a shoulder to cry on. See, in order to become the one she desires, ultimately, you have to become a rock. And what does that look like? Well, that looks like you becoming the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be, which is something that we talk about all the time on this show. See, we talk about the fact that you, sir, are a child of God, the God of the universe who made everything. He made you to be the absolute best version, not an average version, not a subpar version, but the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And you can do that by going through and make sure to follow these 5 steps, man. Make sure that you're reliable. Make sure that you're paying attention to the people and the things around you. Make sure that you're listening for understanding, not necessarily to defend or to solve a problem. Make sure that you're making the one that you desire a priority in your life. Make sure that you're standing for something bigger than yourself, because when you do all of these things, it makes an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. It makes an impact on everyone on this planet. And that's what it's all about, man. Rise, evolve, impact. Hashtag rise and grind. I love you. Have an amazing day today. Absolutely incredible day today. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I stinking love you guys. So let's become MVPs, MVP husbands, MVP fathers. Let's become the best versions of ourselves that we can possibly be today. right now. If you need more episodes of Hashtag Rise and Grind, go to GlennLundy.com. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, go to GlennLundy.com. If you haven't shared this out yet, press that share button and then come back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We're going to do it all over again. Tomorrow we'll talk about becoming the one that he desires. We'll talk about that here tomorrow morning on Hashtag Rise and Grind. Have an incredible day, my friends. Love you. See ya.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. Hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, hashtag rise and grind. Hashtag rise and grind, grind, 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 grind. Hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation. Hashtag rise and grind. Hashtag rise and grind. Don't stop, get it, get it. Hashtag rise and grind. Don't stop, get it, get it. Waking up the nation. Hashtag rise and grind. Waking up the nation. Hashtag rise and grind. Good morning. On my feet before the sunrise. Stepped into my greatness, feeling powerful and energized. Thankful to be alive. Hashtag blessed. Write my mission, vision, values in my graph.